rights campaigners are warning of dire consequences if the country fails to address the increasing rates of child marriages in the country. A new report by the United Nations says 4 out of every 10 girls under the age of 18 in this country are forced into marriages, a situation that threatens the health of the victims. Join News' Justice Bade, who's been to the Upper East region, which has the highest record of forced marriages, to find girls sold into marriages. A longer version of the story, don't forget to on GN Exclusive later.
Kolbia is a secluded town in Ghana's Upper East region. Here, some of the country's poorest and most vulnerable people try to make a living out of nothing. Everything that brings in money is welcome news, including the sale of underage girls into marriage.
The child without a father is called a bastard. Other houses, we taboo them. We don't want them in our homes. That is why when the teenager becomes pregnant and is not married, you are forced to send her out from your house. Because when she delivers, who will cater for her?
There's a rich culture here. The people are very welcoming and have a good sense of hard work. But there are extreme ends of that same culture. Augustina Adongo's life is shattered now. Her education, the joys of childhood, among other rights, snatched from her. She was lured into marrying a man she says is well over 60 years when she was just 14. A relative paid money to her parents and took her to Kumasi, the Ashanti regional capital, under the pretext of sending her to school.
My mother took money from the man. When I went to Kumasi, I realized that the man was even older than my father, and they said he was my new husband. I was too young to see what was happening. People in the town started to make fun of me as a married woman, but I didn't know what was happening because I didn't understand the language. The woman who gave me to the man dumped me in the village with the man. I didn't see her again. Every night, the man will threaten me. He says if I don't allow him to have sex with me, he would kill me. I was helpless because I didn't know anyone in the village. He forced me to have sex every day and I became pregnant.
Ghana has one of the highest child marriage prevalence rates in the world. But here in the Upper East region, the figures are even more scary. At least 4 out of every 10 women here will be forced to marry before their 18th birthday. Findings have pointed to a cultural system that means girls must get married once they get pregnant. Also is the issue of rising levels of poverty that force families to sell off their female girls to marry rich men. Wiyala is a talented singer who hails from neighboring Upper West region, another region with an alarming child marriage rate. Growing up, she saw several girls taken from the classroom to rich men for marriage, she tells me.
You cannot force a child to get married, no matter what. If you know you can't take care of the children, then don't give birth to them at all. Don't. You cannot use your children as collateral or something like to give out their hand in marriage to some guy who is probably already married, and just because of convenience or something like that, you give out your daughters. They are not animals.
Wiyala now wants to use her songs to preach change. Clearly, Ghana has many laws to stop child marriages, but who is protecting these girls?
Thank you very much for your company throughout the hour of the program. My name is Kemini Nyamani Yamana. I'll see you again at midday on News Today. This has been News Desk.